Alright everyone, so for this video we're going to start here in the basement because I'd just like to show you that the Cabana is now electrically powered. I mentioned that in a few comments on a previous video. I think it was the last Cabana video, and I just want to show you how it's all connected. So it's connected to this panel right here, okay? And this gray wire is the one that goes to it. Some of you may remember this wire was hanging down here for a while, and that's what it was for. It was for the Cabana. And now it's finally getting power. So it is, as you can see, connected to the, this is the transfer switch for the generator, if you remember. This is indeed connected to the generator panel. So when power goes out, the Cabana will actually have power. So that is good to see, because it has a refrigerator and things like that. So yes, the generator can power that. But again, some people keep telling me it could power the whole house. Listen, you weren't here when I was talking to the guy, okay? I was. So just give those comments a rest, okay? Really. But anyway, yeah, so there's the wire, and let's see. Here it is. It's right down here. It's a 240 volt, 50 amp circuit, and both go to Cabana. And just so you can see, let's see. Yeah, so the wire goes along here. I showed this a while back, but I just want to show how awesome these electricians are. So the wire goes over here, goes across this beam, and I lost it. Where'd it go? Let's see, I think it still goes along here. Oh yeah, there it is. It's behind the gas line up there. And, yep, there's the wire. And it just goes along here, towards where the furnace and the air handler is. There's a box right there for it. And then there's a rigid plastic conduit that goes across towards here. And then heads out to the side right there, as you can see. And again, I really like the work that these electricians do, just how they made where's the conduit? Oh, there it is, I'm sorry. Conduit's right there. I just love the work that these electricians do, as you know. Really good job. So now it goes over there to the Cabana. Okay, so let's go on and head out there now, and I'll show you some things inside of it. Okay, and here we are outside now. Beautiful day. Pretty mild today, actually. Nice clear sky and no wind, so that's really nice. Alright, so you've seen much of the Cabana from this part by now. And one change I can see, I could walk over, but there's a lot of snow there. You can see we got a new outlet there, new outlet over there, and where is it? One right over there. And on the inside, I just mentioned that it was electrically powered, and we're going to show that to you. So I've got to walk over this snow mound here, but oh well, such is life. Just walk, because I'm wearing my work shoes right now, which are not good for traction, but I don't feel like dealing with shoelaces right now, so this is what we got. Alright. So, let's see. So we have, yes, I mentioned the ceiling lights. Those are in now, as you can see. There's two here on the angled part of the ceiling, over here. There's two over here by the, by the grill. And there's actually one over here in this area. Originally, I didn't think that was going to be enough light, but let me tell you, these things are really bright, and since that light is angled, it helps bring some light over here. So when these lights are on, it's really nicely lit here, and I really like it a lot. One thing I kind of don't like, though, is that you may notice that the outlets out here are covered. And the same thing with the switch over there. But I think that was unavoidable, because I think the electrician had to do that by code. And we're not going to tell him to bypass code, because that could be a liability issue. But if it ever turns out to be a problem in the future, we can always change it ourselves, and it won't be on the electrician or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for liability purposes. But yeah, so it goes like that, and then there are spaces. Sorry about that. We'll just have to break this part off just so the wire can go up here safely. And they are GFCI, excuse me, GFCI outlets, as you can see. Same with, I think the refrigerator might be different because it's back there, but yeah. But that one's going to be one outlet and one future fan for the. One future switch for the exhaust vent right up there. And yeah, so you won't get the best lighting effect right now, but I can turn these lights on with the switch. And these switches are pretty quiet because they haven't really broken in yet. Yeah, so there's the light on right there, the two over there, and the two over here. And yeah, so like I said, the lighting in here is definitely much better than the Long Island house was, for sure. It looks like what they wanted to do is they wanted to put lights strictly over the counter areas, but like I said, with this light being angled towards here, it fills this area really nicely. So it does do the job, as you can see. And well, yeah, as you can kind of see. All right, so let's turn those off now. And we do have some lights here that at some point I'll show to you, including one on that column over there. All right, let's go inside the storage room. I can show you some stuff inside there. Okay. Oh, it's actually a little warm in here. Nice. Yes, so we have a switch right here. This switch is for the, this timer is for the outside lights. And speaking of the outside lights, you may remember that you know, let me go outside for a second, just to show it to you. Let me just walk across this snow here. Oh, that doesn't feel good when it goes into your shoes, but it's cold, but, you know, whatever, no big deal. Remember I had mentioned that my dad thought only one light here was necessary? Well, they looked at it further, and now we're going to have a second light here, just like that one is over there. So this will be a nice finished look, and I think more balanced, as Jay had told me. So, yeah, we're going to get a second light here. So, all right, let's go inside to the storage room now. And just step on my previous steps. Yeah, that worked. Okay, and like I said, in the storage room, yes, everything is electrically powered now. I mentioned that we have these two light fixtures right here. I'll turn those on in a second. Right there, and it might be warm enough to test the fan, but I'm going to do that off video just for safety purposes. We have the fan set to 90, so you know if it gets 90 or higher in here, that fan will come on and we'll have the windows open, and the roof guy said that's plenty of ventilation, so that's good. And yeah, you can see the outlets over here from this side. Let's see, that right there is another timer for those other outside lights. Show it to you. For the other ones right there, as you can see, the lighting is kind of off, sorry. Yeah, there it is. And let's see, yes, we have a light switch over there by the back doors. You know, if everybody come in here and try to start the snowblower or something. And let's see, and, oh yes, here, let me show you the panel. This is the hard part, getting it to drop down. Hang on. Okay, there we go. This time the inner panel's on now, as you can see, and here's all the, I hope you can read that. There's all the labels for it. Fridge. Yep, so this is the inner panel. This is the conduit that comes from the basement. If you remember, it goes like that towards the house, and then comes out over here. So this is where that conduit comes from that you saw in the basement. Yeah, like I said, this is a pretty cool panel. What you do is you close the door, and then you push it up, and that latches it. So it's a pretty cool thing. And over here, I'll show you the lights. Again, it's daytime, but, you know. Oh yeah, the camera's hard not doing justice, but you get a ton of light in here. Probably the only part that's just a tad dark is that far end. But let me tell you, even so, the lighting in here is so much better than it was at the Long Island house, including over here. There's plenty of light here at the panel, so really it's not all that bad, all things considered. And I like these lights a lot more than what we had on Long Island. It's just that single bulb was like just so cheap and didn't do anything. Yeah, you can actually see the wires running up there for the electrical work, and I'll turn those off. You can see he did add the water valve for the refrigerator. The line's right there, and the gas valve for that side stove was moved to back here, so it can be easily accessible. I really like that. So we have a gas valve there for the outside, nice and accessible, and a separate water valve for the hose spigot on the back. The only thing I don't like is I specifically told the guy to face the valve in the direction of the water flow. But of course, that didn't happen. So I'm gonna see if you can change that, because I specifically said have it face that way. But you know, whatever, it can be fixed. It's easier fixed with the PEX lines than the copper. So, but again, they should just do it right the first time, right? But whatever, the plumber does a good job overall. So, all right, and there you guys have it for the inside. You can definitely see that things really have come together pretty well for the Cabana. And as you know, what was it? The lighting effects would be easier to notice during nighttime. And of course, normally to go from day to night would take quite a while, but luckily for you guys, you don't have to wait that long at all. Daytime, nighttime. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look at the Cabana again. And you can see over here, here's the outside lights I mentioned before. These lights over here need to be moved just a little bit. I did stress on that to my mom, because, you know, once the granite goes on, those lights aren't going anywhere. So we got to make sure that they're put on correctly when the time comes. But you can see how the lighting is for the column over there, and and how it is for the for where the other side of the counter will be. It does provide some lighting over here, and these lights will have to get connected to again at some point. And there are some lights over by the hot tub over there as well. So and yeah, let me this is the first night thing I've ever shown you. So let's go over here, and I can show you how the cabana looks from the outside. Yeah, see, so we will have one more light on the other side of the window eventually, so that will be more balanced and look more equal. And on the back side here, by the doors, yep, those have their own lighting as well, which is pretty cool. And good lighting for when we have like the snowblower here and things like that, and provides better lighting for, you know, when we have to do the driveway or something. You know, provides good lighting of that for sure. For sure. Yeah, sorry for the stuttering. Okay, so yes, now what we'll do is let's go in the cabana, and I can really show you the lighting effects now. Just got to be careful on these steps again. I said it would be really nice if the snow wasn't here. That's what I was waiting for you guys, but I figured, you know, I had you guys waiting long enough, so I didn't want it to keep going. So, okay, but you get the idea. And there's one light over here by this side of the counter. I guess because that's its own separate zone. And there's some lighting here. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to be on the other side, but yeah. Now, let me go ahead and turn on the kitchen lights for you right now. And just, wow, look at that lighting right now. It is extremely bright in here, okay? So, like I said, that's where the exhaust is going to be. You can see the two lights over the grill. The two over the counter here. And like I had said before, I mean, look how bright it is over here too. Even when you got those two lights over there, and they're not all the way towards the side. I mean, just wow. Even above the refrigerator is really bright. There's like not a dark spot at all in here. These lights really do a nice job, and I like it. You can kind of see the reflection of me over there in the window. Anyway, and these can be angled a little bit more if you choose to do it that way. And let me see if I can get you an outside shot. Careful on these footsteps here. Again, more snow, more problems, right? It's always how it goes. I'll just stand right here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It is bright all over in there. Absolutely fantastic, and so much better lighting than the one on Long Island, for sure. And let me turn around here. Okay. Oh, snow, snow, and more snow. Okay, so, yeah, like, let's say, for example, you open the grill. I mean, look how much lighting you have for this grill. It is absolutely fantastic. And looks like roasted boxes on the menu today. So, yeah, definitely plenty of lighting for when this gets used. Actually, you know what? I never showed you the burners before. There they are. This is a natural gas grill. And you'll see more of it when it gets more finished. It's made by Lynx, as you can see. And who makes this? Same company? Yeah. Actually, I can show these to you. I don't think I ever showed you what company makes these before, so now you can see some more stuff. And eventually, like I said, there's going to be granite here, over there too, and some along here as well. This is where the sink is going to be. Oh, excuse me, as you know, so, yeah. Now, let me show you the storage room. I'll leave this light on here. Let's open the door. Now you can really see the lighting in here, okay? I'm going to turn on the lights right now. And just, wow, the lighting in here is absolutely fantastic. Again, probably 1,000 times better than on Long Island. And I don't know how well the video is doing this, but the only slightly dark area is back there, but you can still see just fine. I mean, this light over here by the fan, if you remember, and this one over here, just absolutely fantastic. You can see everything in here. These are really bright, and like I said, these are LED lights, because if they were fluorescents, they'd be really dim right now, because it is pretty cool. It's in the mid-30s, just above freezing, but you know, if these were fluorescents, they'd be a lot dimmer. Until they warm up, at least. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Absolutely fantastic in here. You can see everything. ever you had to work on here, in here at night for whatever reason. Plenty of lighting to see what you got to do. Really, really awesome. And there's the fan there again. So, yeah, and like, let's say like I said, if we came in here, had to start the snowblower, you know, if my parents want to use the electric starter, there's an outlet right there. And here's the switch that also controls the same lights. So you got everything you need in here. Really, really awesome. And one thing, and I didn't really show it as well before, here's the timer for those outside lights. By Defiant. Interesting. I thought it was Intermatic. No, I guess not. But yeah, you get the idea. And there is also an override switch, should we ever want to use that, but you probably won't. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. And I am happy it's a mechanical timer. Okay, I'm having a hard time locking. That's what's going on. There we go. Okay, cool. That, I don't quite know what that's for yet, but we'll get to that eventually. I think that might be eventually for the waterfall, that switch. We'll find out eventually, though, so I'm not going to keep guessing for too long. And oh yeah, here's the other light. This is the other light that's going to go in the same area as this one. So we have it in the box right there, and we're going to keep it in there till it's ready to be installed. Just, you know, I want to keep it safe. So yeah, I mean, excuse me. I just love the lighting in here. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really bright, and I love it. And again, the doors for the deck and the snowblower, as you know. Okay, and as far as I know, guys, that's basically everything. So a good Cabana update for you guys, definitely. I focused more on this aside from the backyard, because this is the part that really has the most updates, honestly. And yeah, as you can see, lots of lighting and really pretty nice, you know, outside lights that you can see, things like that. I mean, you can see more over there because, you know, the leaves aren't on the trees yet. During the summertime, that's a little bit more hidden, but you can still see some stuff down there when you're grilling and stuff, whatever, if you grill at night. So, yep, looks pretty awesome in here, and I'm happy to give you guys a nice, happy update. Remember the upset update I made in June? Thankfully, that's not the case this time, and so far, things are moving well. And definitely having electrical power in here now was definitely a good update. So I'm going out of focus. Sorry about that. And, you know, we could probably just turn these lights off now. Yep, and it just darkens out. All right, and there you have it, guys. So a happy update, and I'm glad I was able to make this for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, as usual. So thank you very much for watching, and take care.